My brother, my sister, picture this. You work so hard, your parents sell land, maybe even borrow money, just to send you abroad. You finally get your visa, you fly to America, you settle in, and then, suddenly, your visa is cancelled. You are told to pack your things and go. That is the painful reality facing over 6,000 international students in the United States right now, and among them, our very own Nigerian students. Today, we are talking about what happened, why America is doing this, and most importantly, what solutions we in Africa must look at. Because this is bigger than just visas. It is about our future.
The State Department has reportedly canceled more than 6,000 student visas. As first reported by Fox News, around 4,000 were pulled because of crimes including assault, driving under the influence, and burglary. As many as 300 visas were revoked over what an official called support for terrorism, though no further details were provided. The cancellations represent just a fraction of the more than 1 million foreign students who study at American colleges and universities. But they are the latest example of the Trump administration's tough approach towards student visas as part of its broader immigration crackdown.
The U.S. government under Donald Trump has revoked more than 6,000 student visas. This is not a small number. 6,000 young people forced to leave classrooms, dormitories, and even research programs. The official reasons? First, about 4,000 visas were cancelled because the students were accused of crimes. These include things like burglary, drunk driving, or assault. Second, between 200 and 300 students were accused of supporting terrorism. In some cases, they were suspected of fundraising for banned groups. Third, the rest of the visas were cancelled because of overstays and immigration violations. This is part of something the Trump administration is calling continuous vetting. What does that mean? It means every visa holder in the U.S., and there are more than 55 million of them, is under constant monitoring. If the system suspects you of wrongdoing, even from a social media post, your visa can be cancelled immediately. For students, this is frightening. You are sitting in class one day, and the next you are told your visa is invalid. No time to prepare, no chance to appeal. Just pack your bags and leave.
Eléyìí tún ga jù èyí tí Trump ṣe yìí o tó ní kàn revoke 6,000 visas for students all over the world. This is just crazy. It is really crazy because you just begin to imagine and wonder wípé kí ló ń ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ yìí gangan náà. And for those in Nigeria, it's all over the world. It isn't about Nigeria alone. Ṣé you understand? Ẹ̀yin èmi omi gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní student tẹ́ wà ní study visa ní US. I don't know what to say o. I don't know exactly what to say because honestly it is so challenging because imagine for somebody who had studied for 2 years out of 4 years suddenly konde wa sọ wípé tó máa lọ visa yẹn ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ o ẹ gbà wá kẹ́ this is not okay. This is not okay. Honestly, it is just not okay. It isn't okay at all. In fact, you know, for people who have spent money, and even the 3 months visa for Nigeria, no, what to take effect because I know some students so pé wọ́n lọ renew oṣù mẹ́ta péré náà fún wọn student tó fẹ́ ṣe course ọdún mẹ́rin tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé at the end of the day you were only given 3 months after you have spent 2 years in the US. Ibo gangan là ń lọ. Where exactly are we going? Honestly, I am just, it is hard, it is disheartening, it is, you know, it is, honestly, kuda. I saw it in the news yesterday. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. 6,000 visas revoked by Trump, by immigration US. Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wa o. Èmi ò mọ̀ bí ta fẹ́ bẹ́tò já sí o. Èmi ò mọ̀ o, kò yé mi rárá ibi tá ń bẹ́tò lọ o. Kò yé mi. It's just, I don't know. Mi mọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ. I just pity parents, I pity people who have spent money, you know, to go to US to go and, you know, study, and suddenly somebody is revoking the visa on the basis of possible there are reasons. One àwọn kan ṣe fake visa study, one àwọn kan ti ṣe, àwọn kan ti commit offence and all of that. Mo wá wò pé Kindred ló lè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé ìyẹn náà ò tún gbà ṣe pé wọ́n pààyàn now, you know. Àfikọ́lọ́run ṣàánú wa o. Sincerely, I am just perturbed. It's sad. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí kinní yẹn kàn pátápátá all over the world. Honestly, I sympathize with you, or I empathize with you. The normal sọ ẹ̀yin olóyìnbó. Lágbára Ọlọ́run á la ọ̀nà fún gbogbo wa pátápátá. Fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣì wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè mi Nàìjíríà tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ kàwé, ẹ rò ó dáadáa o. Àwọn ìlú ibòmíì wà tíyan ti lè kàwé. Australia wà ńbẹ̀, New Zealand wà ńbẹ̀, Europe wà ńbẹ̀. Yes, I understand. When I say Europe, people will say, ti Europe yẹn language ńkọ́. Yes, but ibi tó máa fi hàn lọ́kàn balẹ̀, because right now ọkàn àwọn èèyàn ò balẹ̀ ní US. Imagine a student tó lọlé tó lọ gba visa tó lọ renew ẹ̀ tó ń fún lóṣù mẹ́ta tó dẹ̀ ṣe lórí ọdún méjì láti lò. So there are other places that you can explore.
My people, this hits home because Nigerians are some of the biggest international students in the United States. Every year, thousands of our brothers and sisters travel to America to study. Families sacrifice, they sell property, they spend millions of dollars on school fees, accommodation, and living costs. But now, Nigerians are among those affected by these revocations. And as if that is not enough, America has also introduced a new rule. Nigerians can now only get a 3-month visa. Imagine that. Every 3 months, you must apply again, pay again, and risk rejection again. The stress is too much. This is not just about money. It is about dignity, about opportunities, about young people who want nothing more than to learn, to grow, and to build a better life. Many Nigerians are now asking, is the American dream closing its doors on us? Let us be honest, this is bigger than just students. It is about politics, money, and global power.
They suspended all user visa processing for American citizens, a full diplomatic clapback. And they made it clear, you ban us, we ban you right back. In a post on Facebook, Chad's president, Mahamat Idris Deby Itno, said, quote, I have instructed the government to act in accordance with the principle of reciprocity and to suspend the granting of visas to citizens of the United States of America. Chad has neither planes to offer nor billions of dollars to give, but Chad has its dignity and pride. Now listen, sure, there probably aren't thousands of Americans lining up for visas to Chad, but that's not the point here. The point is the principle. He's saying, we may not be rich, we may not be powerful, but we will not be disrespected. And that last line about not having planes or billions to offer, there's a deeper truth there. Because here's a question. Why did the Republic of Congo make the list, but not the Democratic Republic of Congo? The answer? Because the DRC is currently in the middle of a multi-billion-dollar minerals deal with the US. So yes, if you've got resources to offer, if your country is tied into America's economic interest, you're conveniently left off the blacklist. That's what makes Deby's words even more powerful. Because in a world where global power is bought and traded, he's asserting that dignity isn't for sale. And honestly, that kind of leadership, that clarity of voice, is exactly what more African leaders need to start embodying.
America says it is about security. They don't want criminals or extremists using student visas. But others believe it is also about politics, especially with US elections coming soon. Immigration has always been a hot topic. At the same time, US universities themselves depend heavily on international students. Every year, foreign students bring in billions of dollars to the American economy. So while one hand is closing the door, the other hand is losing money. And for us in Africa, this is a clear reminder we cannot depend on one country for our future.
I think, all countries, democratic countries, must encourage inter-country movements.
It's an unfortunate development in the sense that we have been seeing what appeared to be an improvement between the the relationship between the Zimbabwean government and the U.S. government under President Donald Trump. And this move to essentially restrict visa processing for Zimbabweans, I think it sends a negative message in terms of a relationship that was growing more positively. We are aware that the Zimbabwean government, I think, has made overtures, has reached out to the Americans to improve this relationship.
But my brothers and sisters, we must not lose hope. There are solutions and there are new doors opening. Don't put all hopes in America. Other countries like Canada, the UK, Australia, and even China are offering opportunities. Many of them even provide work permits after graduation. Strengthen Africa's own universities. Instead of always rushing abroad, let us invest in education at home. South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria itself have growing institutions. We must make Africa attractive for Africans. Push our leaders to act. Nigerian leaders, African Union leaders, and diaspora groups must speak out. Policies should be fair, and students should not suffer for things beyond their control. Explore scholarships and online learning. Today, you can study at top universities online. You can combine local study with international degrees without always relocating. The truth is, the world is big. Education is no longer limited to one country. We must open our eyes and use every opportunity available. So I ask you, my people, do you think America is right to cancel visas in this way? Or is it too harsh on young people who are simply chasing their dreams? This situation is painful, yes, but it is also a wake-up call. We in Africa must rise, we must build, and we must never depend on just one path for our future. Share your thoughts in the comments, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Millionaire. Here we talk about the real issues that affect Africa, our money, and our future. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and stay African.